This video is the vibration of attention video that changed your life. From this point going forward, after you watch this video, you will see where you put your attention in a completely new light. Welcome back to another video. My name is Aaron and I help people expand their consciousness. Now in this video, I'm going to be showing you the vibration of your intention, plus showing you some things that you need to become more aware of. Because the truth is, wherever we put our attention, we are also putting our energy, and we are resonating in a similar frequency to that which we put our attention on. Now, what this means is even the television shows you watch, the books that you read, if you read someone's biography, you're tapping into their energy. And the energy of even if they passed on. If it's like a biography on someone that was successful, that passed away a long time ago, you're still picking up on the vibration of that person. Now, when it comes to this though, what a lot of people will do is they may put their attention on certain people that maybe they may be interested in, but nonetheless, they are also picking up on the darker energy sometimes of these people. For example, there's a lot of people that have this thing where they love to watch like documentaries on serial killers, people that have done and had like horrible crimes that they've committed, but like the serial killer type thing for some reason is so pop culture where people love to watch about it. Well, guess what happens when you're focused on the energy of someone like that, trying to understand their thought process, even just seeing their life and what they've been through? Well, what you do is you tune yourself to their energy. And you may find that when you're doing something like that, it ends up having a certain type of effect on your dreams, could be affecting the way that you feel. Understand that wherever you put your attention, you are putting your energy. I think that one of the reasons, there's certain things that you watch, whether it's television or even certain YouTubers, might be because you like their energy. Maybe their energy actually helps you, or their energy, understand that within all of us, we have energies and the potential to resonate with anyone that we're focused on. So for example, if there's something you like about my videos, and you may say, oh, when I watch these videos, I feel a certain way. Well, that way that you feel, if it's a good way or even if it's a bad way, it's a way that exists inside of you that you are then tapping into. So you have within you the ability to feel any emotion you want, but when you focus on certain people, they are bringing up within you certain energies that already exist. So this is because we're all connected. There's this mind that we're all connected to. This I call this the subconscious mind, the superconscious mind, where all of our subconscious minds are connected. So whatever you feel, someone else feels. And in the same way, whatever someone else feels when you're watching them, you then tune yourself to their frequency. So this is something that also has like a two-way mirror. You may start to see this in a new way. If I focus on somebody that maybe priorly a lot of people consider to be negative, a negative person, negative energy, but I focus on them, and when I think of them, I don't think of them as having negative energy. I think of them as having more positive energy, or just allowing them to be. A lot of times their energy may, when I'm around them, be in a higher vibration state because I'm not expecting them to have negative energy. Where some people may meet them in life and then it's like they have that negative energy and they tell themselves a story like this person has a lot of negative energy, and every time they see them, they expect them to act that way. But you see, the key to this is understanding that all of us are connected, and the way that we expect a lot of people to be, that's normally the way that they will show up for us. So one thing you could begin to do is pay attention to where you place your energy and where you place your attention, because wherever you place your attention, you are sending energy towards it. If when you think about the future, you worry about the future, you're putting out an energy of a probability of a reality that you don't want to experience. You're adding energy to that reality. Now this is something I'm going to make a whole nother video on. I made a couple of videos on a series that has to do with narcissists and sociopaths, because my ex-stepmom was and has characteristics of both a sociopath and a narcissist. Now, one thing that I noticed is that narcissists and sociopaths, They love and crave your attention. They always make it about themselves. Everything is about them. And because of that, your attention then goes to them. And when your attention is on them, they feel like they gain energy. They crave attention because they feel and know that attention is energy. And when you make it about them, guess what? They then have more energy. Think about it like this as well. When somebody does something bad to someone else, for example, my ex-stepmom trying to do everything she can to make my dad, even though they've been divorced, make my dad's life very difficult. The more my dad sits at home and thinks about how crazy she is, the more he's actually sending energy to her. Even though it's energy of, she's been developing a very deep level of karma for herself with the way that she treats people. But deep down, when she is doing that, when she has that kind of energy, or you have something, like when somebody does something bad to someone, and that someone isn't always thinking about that bad thing, that person then has like an energy cord that's tied to that person that's almost sending them energy without them even being aware of it. This is why forgiveness is so powerful. What happens with forgiveness is that energy cord begins to dissolve, because there was that forgiveness there. You realize that everyone does the best they can with where they are. Sometimes some people are just very lost in their matrix, lost in themselves. So wherever you put attention, you put energy. And the key to this is becoming aware of where you're putting your attention. And if you have something that happens, to learn to more so shift your attention by becoming okay with it. There's the key to this really is forgiveness and shifting of the attention, because if somebody did something to you and you keep focusing on it in your mind, you're sending out all this energy and you're then resonating with the negative effects of it. And that person most likely can also feel it. Now you may be like, well, I hope they feel that negative energy, but also that negative energy is within your own energy field when stuff like that happens. So attention, wherever your attention is, you are in vibrational resonance with that probable reality. If it's something you're thinking about in the future, if it's a person that you're thinking about, you're literally beginning to resonate more like that person. I use this in my own life when I look at like somebody that I want to be like. When I'm getting ready right now in the next couple months to be moving into doing live events. When I do live events, I might look at someone like Tony Robbins or somebody that does live events and look at their vibration, study their vibration, study their books. And by studying it, I know I'm going to begin to resonate. Watch how he speaks maybe, watch his seminars, even though I know I want to do it in my own way. But seeing somebody else doing it, there's a vibration there that I can begin to see, that I can then see the characteristics of and tap into. So let me ask you a question. Is there somebody that you have in your life that raises your vibration, that also maybe is somebody that's in a similar, something that you want to be doing? Like for example, if you're a painter, maybe there's another painter that's high vibrational that you want to be like. You focus on that person. Not like you have to mimic them, but more so focus on them and see what their vibration is about. You are tuning yourself to different vibrations with your focus. And if you focus more on being around people, and that's another thing as well, even just focus, when you're around someone else, you're literally immersed in someone else's energy field and vice versa. So one of the best ways to change your life when it comes to your attention is if you change your social circle. And maybe your social circle is great. Or maybe you bring the people up with you, but normally a lot of times you just have to have great boundaries towards the vision of what you want to create. If you want one of the most powerful processes for creating what you want in your life, develop a vision for what kind of life you want to create. The life that I'm living right now, I used to imagine this life. I used to imagine myself living abroad, living in a foreign country, just making videos and having the abundance to do what I want. I used to dream of this life. I had a vision of it. I had a vision of doing what I'm doing now. Then what I did is I focused on being that version of me. Being that version of me. And then my attention and my focus all went in this direction. It all went in this direction. What can I do every day that builds that reality? What kind of habits does that version of me have? What kind of thoughts does that version of me have? What kind of emotions does that version of me have? And then I simply decided that's who I am. This old story that I was telling myself is something I can start to see as more of an illusion, and I can just be this version of me that's living in this abundant lifestyle. So that's exactly what I started to do, is I started to be that version of me, and I started to have a lot of boundaries with my focus. Back in the day when I was intending to go full-time on YouTube, I had friends that say, hey, come hang out, come to this party. And I would say, nope, I gotta film a video and have a video out before tomorrow. I had to develop stronger boundaries. And in the same way, part of those was understanding the different areas of my life, of my own attention. If I had and knew that I wanted to have a lot of energy, but I was eating unhealthy foods that drained my energy, then guess what? Being focused on foods that weren't so good, that was draining my energy, I then wouldn't have as much energy to create videos, to do what I love, to add energy to this reality. But one thing you need to do is you need to develop boundaries with your attention. With your attention, make the choice, this is who I am, and this is what I focus on. But be aware that wherever you put your attention is where you're sending your energy. And wherever you put your attention in a way is like a radio dial. Whatever you pay attention to is the radio station that you are tuning to. And when you tune to a radio station, you take on part of that vibration within your energy field. So if you're focused on watching reality television, for example, with all sorts of drama and things that are happening, it's triggering within you vibrations of whatever you're watching. If you're watching television where people get jealous of each other, people are getting angry at each other for something someone else did, you're more likely days later, within the next week or however long since you've watched that episode, to get triggered by something somebody does because it's active within your vibration. Your vibration is what you think, feel, and act. The vibration of your attention is where you put in your energy. And what is, like, for example, that vision that you're imagining, or even just like someone else that you're focused on, how are they thinking, feeling, and acting? Because you're tuning yourself to their vibration. But the thing you want to do is you want to starve things that don't deserve or aren't serving your attention of energy. I'm gonna make a whole video about this, but I kind of explained a story before with my dad and my ex-stepmom. I remember one time, they were going to some like court mediation thing, and my dad and then my ex-stepmom would just like try to trigger my dad, just like go and like yell in public at him and like all these really interesting things. And he's like, oh, what do I do in that situation? I remember we were talking about it. I was like, this is what you do. You just pretend like she's not even there. You don't feed into anything she says. You don't even argue back, because then you're within her frame of reality. You're within her frame. You just go, and as she's yelling at you, you just sit there, and that's it. You pretend like she's not even there. And guess what happened? Like the next day, they had to go to something, and she comes in, and she starts yelling at him, starts doing all this stuff, and what happens is, he just sits there, as if she's not even there. And she did that for like a minute, and then she just said something and walked away. She couldn't even stand it, because when you're not paying attention to someone like that, then they feel even more meaningless, because they're trying to take your energy, they're trying to grab your attention, they're trying to suck you in and hook you in. And he was giving her no attention, and she couldn't even handle it, and she walked away. Because people like that crave attention. They need your attention because they need your energy. But the key to this is not to hook and to argue. The key is to observe and let go. Where in your life are you focused on things where people might be trying to trigger you? Maybe people are, there's certain things of different intentions in your life that you're focused on that's really holding your energy back. Learn to observe it from a neutral place, and especially learn to forgive. Yes, people have done horrible things, but people are at their own level of consciousness. They're developing their own karma. They're going through their own processes. And when you have more compassion for them, it's easy to forgive. Because most time people that are maybe even narcissistic or sociopathic, they were many times people that were bullied as a kid or went through abuse as a kid. So they're just playing out that way of, the way of they act out against the world is that way. Does it make it right? But it does help you understand a little bit more. So in general, when it comes to people, whoever you're focused on, you are gaining and resonating with. This doesn't mean you have to be fearful, by the way. I'm not proposing that. You can't focus on any television show that you do get pleasure out of. It's not like I can't watch some Shark Tank episode or something because I'm worried that I'm going to get into the vibration of somebody on there that doesn't. I say Shark Tank because I do like that show. It's been a while since I've watched it. But the key to this is understanding these different things. Now, also understand the different books you read. When you read a book, you're tapping into the vibration of the person that wrote the book. When I read the book The Power of Now by Eckhart Tolle, it's a book that really brings you into the present moment. There's a vibration in the book. When you read anyone's book, you're tapping into their vibration, into their energy. And it's becoming more a part of your energy. So cultivate and develop boundaries with your attention, because wherever your attention is where your energy is. And if you want that process I'm sharing with you, get a vision for the reality you want to create, focus on that vision and on being that person of you that's in that vision. Every single day, be that version of you. Do something every day that wires that in. For me, that was making a daily video. And then focus all your attention on it. When I started doing that on YouTube, guess what I started to do? I focused on SEO, search engine optimization. How can I grow my channel? What can I learn about marketing? I focused on these different areas because I knew that was putting me in a certain direction. And you could do the same thing. If it's art and you want to create art, then what you do is create art, learn about different brushes, different strokes, different types of ways of presenting your art. Learn about how to promote your art on Instagram or social media or on a website. Learn how to talk to other people and to read books of people that are reading about, that create amazing art and their processes. Learn about it and focus your attention on it, because then you become more like it. But if you're hanging around the energy of people that drain your energy, if you're focused on shows that drain your energy and that put your attention on the things that are low vibrational, then that's going to have an effect on you. And the key is to develop the boundary. Develop the boundary for this process. So something that I do have as well is if you want to calibrate your vibration and find out what your vibration is. We're talking about the vibration of attention. If you want to know more about the calibration of your vibration, plus receive a meditation from me that helps you get to the next level of consciousness, plus I'll send you emails showing you how to get to the next level, what you can do is go to whatsmyvibration.com or whatismyvibration.com. I'll go ahead and link it in the top of the description box below. And that video or that survey takes about a minute or two to complete. It's completely free. And once you complete it, it'll calibrate your vibration in the form of an archetype and show you where your vibration is, so that you can then know what to do to raise your frequency to get to the next level. The more you raise your vibration, the more magical things begin to happen in your life. So, with that being said, could you do me another favor right now? Could you also smash that like button? Put your attention there just for a minute. Helps the channel grow, and it also lets me know that you like these kind of videos. We're kind of walking around and stuff like that. Plus, you can comment below any esoteric videos that you would like me to be making videos on. Any esoteric ideas that you'd like me to make videos on, let me know. I'm going to be moving more into those types of videos and taking on suggestions as well. Other than that, I hope you enjoyed this video. And as always, I'll see you on the next video. Peace, much love, and namaste.